What's good? What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into this. So, K Flock, young Bronx drill rapper who was indicted, who was charged with murder in late December of last year, was physically assaulted on Rikers Island. This is big news. I don't know why. Because he's in jail. He's on Rikers. Probably one of the most violent jails in the country. People are talking a lot of shit. People are, people just, listen, man. This young boy unfortunately made allegedly a mistake that's going to cost him however much time. Whether he beats the case or not, he is going to be sitting down for a little second. And these are the realities of jail. When you're in jail, you're gonna get into some shit. You're around nothing but criminals and violence. That's all that is in those walls. Violence, criminal activity. That's all you're gonna be surrounded with, man. K Flock is 18 years old, and he's involved in, he's a gang member. On top of that, listen, if you're in jail, there are several things that will get you into extra shit. Now, being that you're in jail, you're probably going to get into shit anyway because shit just happens in jail. But if you do drugs or sell drugs, you're going to get into some shit. If you gamble, you're going to get into some shit. If you gangbang, you're going to get into some shit. Those are three things in jail that usually lead to some other shit, yo. Especially if you gamble and you don't have the money to pay, or you think you're tough, or These are all things. Sometimes when you're in jail, a lot of the times there's a lot of dudes. See, we hear these stories on this shit about all the super tough gang members that were in there and they were putting in pain and all this other shit. But for the most part, there's a lot of dudes in there that just keep their head down. They're not bitches. They just do what they gotta do. They work out. They do what they gotta do. They stay the fuck out the way. And you don't see them on here talking about all these crazy jokes. Yeah, I had to cut this nigga. We was in the loop. Because they wasn't trying to be in the loop. They wasn't trying to be in the mix selling drugs and doing drugs and all this shit. They was just in there trying to get what they had to do done and get the fuck home. A lot of dudes go through their bid and they get into a little shit here and there. But for the most part, it's smooth sailing. My moral of the story is K Flock is a young boy. He's gangbanging. He's on Rikers Island. Allegedly, the person that he shot was a rival gang member. So he's gonna run into shit. Now, for the people that are acting like he's a bitch or whatever, or like nobody took L's on Rikers Island, or nobody. Listen, man. Sometimes you ain't got no wins. Just because whatever happened to him allegedly happened doesn't mean that he's a bitch. Doesn't mean that it's not. It means that he's in jail and he's going through the motions of being in jail. Point blank. Period. All that, you got to check in the PC and all that shit. Actually, it shows heart that he didn't check in the PC. That I heard now that because of this altercation, that they put him in PC or IPC or whatever the case may be. But him going in there and letting his nuts swing and going into regular population says enough about him. Because a lot of dudes with his stature, I'm not saying that he's Jay-Z or anything like that, but he is a well enough known rapper, especially within New York City. So when he got there, everybody knew who the fuck he was. Everybody knew that he was landing there, including the CEOs and all that shit. So for him to go in there and say, yeah, I'm good, or not request to go into protective custody says a lot in itself. But you don't got nothing to prove. What you need to be worried about right now, K Flock, is doing the best that you can to fucking study your case and try to understand what you're being charged with and what you're facing. That's what you need to be worried about. Not being official to the streets, not doing. You are facing the rest of your life in jail. So what you need to be focused on is getting as much information and as much understanding about your case as you can, and helping your lawyer out as much as you can, fighting alongside him. Anyway, I hope he lands on his feet. It's unfortunate what's happening to K Flock. Hold your head, young man. Everybody that supports him, stay by his side, man. He's gonna need your love and your support. And to all my people, much love and respect, man. If you like this video, hit the like. If you like it, if you really like it, hit the subscribe. This is what we do. Y'all be good out there. Peace.